You still hear me?
Huh?
I don't know, it says you're offline, and my stream says the Discord reactives are like dying.
Oh. Oh. I can check if I'm live properly. Twitch menu.
Excuse me, that's my ping.
The bitrate is not great, but it's shitty live. Yeah, okay, my stream loaded, so I'm like live but not great, I guess.
I see. Oh, the bots also made an animation, by the way. So you know how the opening cutscene of the game plays every time you load up? And it's that video of, like, the dude's wife and kids just getting eaten by a bug so he can recruit people to the Helldiver system. They created the opening of that where, like, up to the bug killing kids, but instead it's just all three of them are bots, and the Helldiver's car comes and runs over the child. Yeah, it's funny. But what's interesting is they don't actually show the wife or child even being hit, even though they're automaton people, and it's like clearly fake. So I'm just like, why do they make the vehicle stop before it runs them over? Get landed on nerds. What's up? I see. You gonna stream that drawing to you? Yeah. Well, I don't know. I was also trying to make conversation, but you didn't seem to want to talk.
This talk.
I see. Oh god, I cannot have your stream volume up though.
No.
That is... it's not bad music, it is just a choice of music for a Helldiver. You know what? Actually, no, screw it. I'm a Helldiver, I can listen to whatever the hell I want.
Like, it's just playing EDM right now.
Uh-huh. Why can't a Helldiver listen to EDM?
Oh, I don't know. I thought you. I don't know. Like, I don't know why you thought like couldn't listen to EDM for some. Like, it's just EDM, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why did your brain just be like, ew? I'm a Helldiver. I can't listen to that.
I was like, yeah, I was like,
That's
man,
not
in
very
my mind, I was
democratic
like, oh,
sounding.
very... Yep.
Music's not democratic enough. I can't listen to it. What would be democratic music?
How appropriately funny is it if I just say the anthem of Super?
That's the only song they're allowed to listen to.
No, in reality, we like Helldivers listen to anything. Are those mines anti-tank? I guess we'll find out in a minute.
The drive tank over them.
I did drive directly over one, but no, it didn't go off, so I'm safe, I think.
Well, it not going off seems more so.
Oh.
It's like, even if it's just a regular mine, it should go off. No, it's squishing it with the mine. It's squishing with the tank. Activating it, no?
I guess. I do know that anti-tank and anti-personnel mines are like very different things.
Mm-hmm.
Something about their like pressure systems or whatever. Okay, to be fair, on this mission they shot first. I would have been perfectly content coming through, documenting some war crimes, and leaving. Be like, listen, you want us to admit faults? Then you need to admit fault too. Here are some war crimes you're committing. Show that to the people, say sorry, Oh, that's not good. I need to head east? Okay. Yeah, I dropped the tactical video camera. Don't you dare! I have an open fire! If you do, you're breaking the Geneva Convention!
What Geneva Convention?
Super Geneva Convention.
Uh-huh.
Yep, can't have them breaking the Super Geneva Convention. Oh, hey guys. I was checking my email.
Yeah. Or
You know I'm checking my email for.
I can tell you that as well.
I thought I set up a notification or something, but I'm also like, it's not just my email, but like, you know, checking my phone in general. Yeah. If they say that there's something available, I gotta be ready to just drop it and...
Was everyone in like the same refreshing forever? Or just... I see, everyone's not on it.
Uh-huh. Pain, man, pain.
Okay.
Uh-huh. How many did they leave behind? Damn, they did watching base. Oh, it's not that they left them behind, it's that they have the ability to make more. What did they just do that blew up 3 of them? That's gonna make them mad at me. I didn't even do anything. I was spotted. Great. What is this last war crime to document? This music does not sound promising for the situation I'm in.
I was like, should I add like a little shadow here?
Oh, no, 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 no. Sir. Listen, man, I would have gone rogue if I could. They leave me no choice. Where is this last one? Oh my god, I got ammo somewhere from this. Before this. Yeah, that music followed by what I'm seeing here, by the way, is terrifying.
Goodbye.
Do you see this?
Yeah. Bye.
No! I can't find this last one is the problem. I'm being told there's a fifth war crime to document, but there's no war crimes that I can find. Maybe Joel is watching. Now that I'm calling it a war crime, he knows. He knows I'm being a truther. Oh my god, it's up there. Oh, don't you. What are you, little fucking narc? Anyone else? No. Seriously? What do you mean? Listen, you fucking narcs. Come on. I'm trying to leave you alone here. This doesn't look like we want peace. Just saying. That's really not good. I stand by my point. This doesn't look like peace. Ow. That's not good. That's really not good. That's really not good. Pelican 1. Would love if you could shoot these guys down. Get out of here. Oh, we made it out. What are you up to?
I'm
I
like,
get the drawing.
if I add a little bit of shadow to everything that's gonna be raised, it'll give it like that extra 3D look.
I see. Do I have everything from control group? No. And then the Master of Ceremony still has a lot to go through. I do really like that armor look, though. Oh, the Super Earth Cape also looks just as good. Oh, is this heavy armor too? Is it good armor? No, it's medium armor. What does it do? Limb injury protection. Does not go with my current helmet though. Does it go with the model citizen? Kind of. Uh, that's what I'm supposed to be with. Oh, there we go. That looks good. I need to get a look at this UI if I'm going to plan out my own. Um, hmm. A lot of this for the border.
I'm gonna add shadows, but not change the shape.
Yeah. Okay. So if we're starting with a blank the gray slate. The chat box looks good for the game, but it is on a blue data pad, so I'm wondering if I could work with that and make it feel more authentic. When you talk, it's just the up, down, left, right. When you type, it does the left swipe for all of them though for delete. Um, one what's going on over there in your brain?
Uh, Thinking about what you think about the furry convention stuff.
I have not been thinking about it at all.
I see. I'm just like, for now, I'm gonna see if Hallie can come help because they are interested. But I'm like, not about Hallie, but about you going one.
I think I want to have different thoughts for a bit.
Okay.
Yeah. But you're not letting me, and you're not having other thoughts with me because it's on your brain. And I know it's on your brain, so I don't want to take it away from you because you like to think about the stuff that's on your brain.
But it's about you, right? So unless you answer me, I won't know.
I know, but I don't want to think about it right now because I don't know what to think about it at the moment, and I'll go through all the pros and cons of that. But I'm also trying to design a new UI. But I said I was going to be trying to design on the stream.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I don't know how much that helps you.
Well, I will try to think. Just don't know what to think.
You could help me with the design.
What are you at so far? Aha!
Okay, I do have an idea. Which is to, in the menus, we're gonna take, what menu can I find this in? I saw one earlier. What? Oh, here we go. This one has it. I'm gonna take this thing here. So it goes on. Why did why my mouse not showing up? Yeah. Goes on the inside of the thing. So if I were to do this, pull with one of these. I can go. What in the world is happening over there?
Maria, have you seen the new 33 weapon?
Yeah, I watched the live stream.
I didn't watch the live stream. What are your thoughts on it, though?
Eh.
Eh.
Eh. It looks like we're losing the triple scythe and getting that in exchange.
It's like kind of close.
Well, I mean, the actual like hook design is the exact same as the promo for the triple scythe.
I'm like, it's kind of similar.
Yeah, but it's the I don't. I will have to see how it plays because it's supposed to be like offensive tank.
You like to be tank?
I do like to be tank, but offensive tank is usually where I don't do so good.
No, I thought I already had offensive tank with, but not offensive.
No, it's proactive tank.
I don't know. I was like, the parry does damage.
Or I guess reactive tank, rather. Whatever. Yeah. It's the parry does damage, so you're relying on their combat, not your own. So it's the other way around. This is the sword is a retroactive tank. The new gluttony weapon is a proactive tank. Yeah, because you're relying on your own attacks to build up your tankiness, not theirs. You gonna say anything other than I see or no? Okay.
Yeah, I knew that much about tank stuff. I'm just like, I see.
It's not much to say, man. You're either relying on their attacks to be a tank or relying on your own attacks to be a tank. Okay, so it is rotated. Just 180. So I could reasonably. I have no idea where that's supposed to be lived. Oh. So we have these. Do you think this is good for video border?
Yeah, it looks like rope.
Huh? It's it's this stuff on the sides.
Oh, I see. It's just good caution tape.
Yeah, like a caution border.
I think yeah.
So I was like, well, it's the sizing that I'm questioning at the moment. Where I'm like,
I see. I think videos are usually more rectangular than that now. Like you should get
I just need a rough indication of how much space.
Oh yeah, I was like, no, you just pull a screenshot of your screen, man. Just stick it on there.
Of how that works?
Yeah.
It's not gonna go the way you think it's gonna go, but I will try.
I'm trying. Oh, should be in your clipboard automatically then.
Yep.
Well, yeah, make it smaller.
Okay, so I'm gonna take this one and put this all the way on the edge because that's where I want this one to be. Then we can come and take the game. I feel like I want to leave a bit of like a black border right at the edge of the screens.
That's fine.
Give off that like widescreen vibe.
Mm.
But then if I do that, it only ends up going like this, and that's not that big. So yeah, I have to just.
I mean, you can do the top and bottom bars, right? Is that what you're talking about?
No, I mean like. So if I make the video as high as the thing, then you can see I actually don't have that much space left over. So if I shrink you down. So we take that, and then we go middle of the road, so go to about here. How does this look so far?
I think it looks cool, but I'm thinking about you and how much space you take up. I'm like, oh no, that's probably fine.
I see. And then top and border, bottom borders are for what though?
Chat notifications.
Notifications above or below?
Oh, above,
Hmm?
above.
Above, and then chat would be below then, I guess? Or does chat go to the side? Like the above me? Like here. And then I can save this one for like a connected allies screen for all the co-op stuff I do. Like the co-streamer stuff. Put things like your reactive image down there or whatever.
It's pretty small.
I feel like that's already the case with my reactive images for people.
True.
And it's because I don't like the game being that small. I like the game being a lot bigger because then, you know, the if people are here in a stream, then
I just accept that like quarters of my game are just gone. Like the bottom right of my game is just covered by me.
but I don't have to do that.
I see. Okay.
What an announcement. If you didn't hear, he said, "Give everything to the cause. Remember, apathy is liberty's greatest enemy." And I was just like, what an announcement to hear while just chilling on the Super Destroyer trying to design a new UI. Uh, so if I take this one, ooh, I don't know if this will work. It's like I'll have to obviously change the size of it, but I don't know where to find if there is a bottom one like that. There normally isn't. In fact, those bars alone are hard enough to find. Oh, there's the bar on the left. That's where I probably originally saw it. Oh, you know what I can do though? Um, we can do something like this. We take the big caution block instead. And I can set up a system to automate this. But instead of having a top and bottom border one, what I will do is have this bar thing. This like caution block. Go across that one, right? And you know how it says the destroyer is the SES judge of morality on it?
Mm-hmm.
What if I changed that to be the stream title?
Yeah.
And then on the right is where all the alerts and announcements go. I could even customize it actually so that if Spigs is the one talking, it doesn't go into the normal chat and it only goes on there, and then that way Spigs' messages can come across like those like sci-fi billboards that scroll sideways.
Yeah.
Like the news broadcast things.
So I guess are you go for your sci-fi? Are you just going with Helldivers aesthetic?
I'm gonna change it a bit. It's the caution tape that I'm like. I like the idea of the caution logos being the thing.
It's very industrial vibes.
Because it's supposed to be like sci-fi militia vibe.
I see. You don't want just like sci-fi like hologram style instead.
I think if you go a little too far into sci-fi, then it doesn't look as good.
I see. Okay. The ones where the technology starts turning it back into like magic, magic devices.
Yeah, I don't like it looking like that. I like it looking like practical and something that people would just because. Let's be honest, a phone may evolve still, right? Like, we went from the rotary to a touch tone to a touch screen.
I like how you went from like the flip phone to the phone, and then like the flat phone. Now we're back to the flip phone, but it's combined.
What? What?
Like, the foldable screen ones.
A touch tone just refers to like the P9 system.
But now.
A touchtone telephone is any phone that had those buttons that go 1 through 9 and had A, B, C, D, E, F.
I see.
That thing. Yeah. That's a touchtone telephone.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't have to be a flip phone. Nokia phone. The
I
Nokia brick is a touchtone telephone.
I see.
Yeah. Didn't really evolve much with the touchtone as a whole. It kind of kept the same, like, it was a touchtone.
Mm-hmm.
But then once we hit touch screen, that's when the phone really like evolved.
I see.
Quote quote. That was how I was looking at it anyway. But I'm like, do you think like flip phone versus the Nokia brick was also a different like evolutionary branch of the phone or something?
Oh, like ever so slightly.
I see. But it's not like as big of a jump as I was going with before, where I went from rotary to touchtone to touch screen. Like, the three major jumps, in my opinion. Yeah. That's why I'm like, okay, so technology is not going to evolve terribly much beyond what we have. It obviously will eventually if we're like around long enough. But as is, like a phone being used as a touchscreen already opens up so many avenues. Controllers being as adaptable as they are opens up a ton of avenues. The most I see is, honestly, something similar to Helldivers, where if you look at his like TACpad when I hit enter on the screen, and you look at his typing, it's hard to see, but there's like a little D-pad on it.
Let me see.
And there's like a D-pad there, and then there's some buttons underneath. I think that is like probably the pinnacle of communication if you could just wear it like a watch. But it's a big enough screen to They're big and light enough screen to comfortably rest within your arm, right?
Yep.
The only other one I could see is like Cyberpunk
Mhm.
is not terribly far off of a decent idea of just like you just have lenses, like people are just crumbed up.
Yep.
So their eyeballs are just the screen at that point.
Uh-huh.
But then the question also becomes, how do they interface with the phone? And that's where it really is magic.
They read your brainwaves. And then it just goes bird.
That's just... I don't know that that one will ever truly come to be as like a standard in technology.
Mm-hmm.
Because with all like previously existing cyberpunk stuff and then the advent of everything that's going on in the world, people are more and more weary of like a 1984 outcome, at which point any kind of neural interface is going to be met with very harsh criticism for like being spyware. Even if it isn't, it's just going to be met with criticism that it basically is spyware, because it basically is. You're going into psychopath levels of thought aversion there.
Uh-huh.
But then that honestly still reinforces the point of something like a physical object is probably always going to be the case. It's just a question of how small and comfortable does that object become. And like looking at the Helldivers tack pad there, that screen is no larger than a cell phone.
Yeah, it's about the same.
Is basically the same as like a smaller cell phone. At which point, we have that at this rate. It is the cell phone, you strap it to the arm. It's not the technology there that's going to improve the most. It's going to be... Sure. Thanks, guy. What's really going to improve the most technology-wise is going to be our infrastructure and how we communicate via back-end technologies. Nice Risk of Rain soundtrack added.
I'm trying to figure out if I want the branches to be not, because I feel like they're kind of getting lost in the yellow.
No. Yeah. Does not look as good. But yeah, so that's why I was going for more of a, like, Helldivers or Starship Troopers is also another good one to look at for inspiration that I can open up. I'm not going to download and open up the game, obviously. I'm just going to open up the web browser and Starship Troopers technology. Yeah, see, it's more like I get that they're working with even worse stuff because they're working with like CRT TVs to, you know, mimic a super sci-fi look. But like, if you look at it, even all of the UIs that's like ever shown on the screen is still very practical look, right?
Very old. It's yeah.
Like, if I go and look at this one, the big thing of technology was, oh look, she can paint directly on the screen because that's how advanced they are. And it's like, yeah, that sounds like a reasonable goal to achieve, given the major advancements of technology, especially in hindsight. Oh yeah, there's also this thing. Remember, your ACs always be taking cover. Helldiver skins are funny, man. So yeah, my issue with looking at it, like looking at this one for an interface is Starship Troopers definitely went the route of like colorful, right? Bright, flashy 1980s sci-fi look. Ooh, a 1997 movie, damn. The book definitely has to be older though. Um, Troopers technology. I wanted to see what the aliens screens look like, but I forgot they kind of had that like ASCII art vibe in the game. Okay. So this is what it looks like so far then. I feel like the co-ops section being down here is fine if I just like no, not cooperators. What's the term I'm thinking of?
Contributors?
Squad members. You gotta go full fun. It's squad members. You just say like squad team.
You don't like co-pilots or something?
No, because I don't like the idea of it being a direct piloting a ship. Yeah, like the idea behind my the idea behind my like OBS layout right now is supposed to be based off of the idea of recreating a journey, which is why the chat looks like a proper like ledger document, as where my feature redeem / where the closed captions are supposed to be is the more journal vibe. It's because the idea is you take the two pieces of like a pirate's journey and you piece them together, and then that's where you get the screen part of the thing, where it's like that's what the journey looked like to the pirates that were on it, or to the crew that's on it. This one I don't know what I want that same vibe to be though. Like, I don't know what I want a similar vibe to be. I was thinking, you know how cops have like the body cams or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking of this one as like the mission recap.
Okay.
Where it's like every stream is supposed to be going over what the mission, like how the mission went, etc. And like viewing it as a lot, like still a log of events, but in this case, sci-fi video log of past events.
Yay or nay on the slightly bright like upper edges.
I think it's fine. It should be squad members then, though, right?
All crew.
I guess squad members, and what I'll do is I'll design the boxes to look like they're like the live feed of the cams of the other members, the other people. I need a good font for this. No. This is really close to like a System Shock kind of look. So I can use it as a fallback. Hey, there we go. It's like, well, to get the point across for now, and I will make the part of this part of the UI later. But like, for rough examples, I guess we just have the boxes of people. You get the idea if I just do this, right? Snowy?
Hmm?
Well,
That...
oh, it's the Helldivers announcement, I see. I'm like, you get the idea if I just do these squares, right?
Yeah. I'm like,
Okay.
is this being put on the artist queue or something? Like this?
I'm doing this.
You gonna make it? I see.
I put together my layout, didn't I?
Well, I just had to draw the wooden boards for you.
Didn't I use like old assets to do it though?
But I mean, I still had to draw those.
From the Keel Hall stuff?
Hmm?
It was from the Keel Hall stuff though.
Yeah, it's like I had to draw that. You don't have any sci-fi assets
Okay, but
for
it's
me.
also, it's not as easy as it's not as hard as doing this though.
That's just like you can make me do it.
I shouldn't have to.
Okay.
Okay, so we obviously need a chat box now, though. Chat box, like here-ish. And then we have name. message. You know what it is I'm missing? Oh. How do I do that part now? My current ledger has everyone's like time of message, name, channel points, etc. How would I build that into this? We need to open.
Scroll on Discord. There's been a whole talk about, like, applying the con, money, buying, social media. It's like a bit of whole thing. I am reading along.
I'm like, isn't the whole money thing part, like, just average for this time?
Yeah, but it's also like, you know, don't apply to random conventions just because you see that they exist. You may not be able to anyway. And then it's like, oh, people's metrics aren't the same.
Sounds like someone questioning whether or not they should go to a furry con because they heard it exists.
Well, partially, but also, like, it's safer than some what other people have done. I'm not flying, it's right there.
I see.
I'm like, okay, I did win a juried convention, which means they thought I was worthy, right?
I guess.
Yeah. And this one is also juried. You know, they can decide it for me.
I think. I am struggling.
Uh-huh.
How do I do my channel points?
Huh? What are you gonna do?
What do I do for that?
What are you gonna do?
This is like... That's like a staple of my on-stream setup, is that people's channel points are baked directly into the screen so you can see them and flaunt them with every message. It's the flex your wealth mechanic.
I see.
But I'm like, if I change my layout, then I need to find a way that that fits.
Where's chat going? Because we're taking over the that spot is.
What do you mean?
The squad member.
Oh, I put it up here. What are you talking about? I asked if it looked good. You said yes.
Oh yeah, but no, wait. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. I was like, yeah, we're taking over where chat normally is.
Yeah. Oh.
The word squad members might be kind
here.
of big, though. I will say.
Okay, right now it is. It's going to change.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like where do their... I know how to phrase it, I don't know how to fit it in. You know what their channel points should be? In the sci-fi layout?
Hmm?
It should be their ping.
Ping?
Yeah, I should label it as ping.
Pretty funny.
Yeah. The wealthier you are, the worse your communication. That sounds like a very democratic system. I guess what I do, because I also cut off my messages on stream as is. Because right now, no one actually reads the on-screen chat as a message, right? They just use it as a way to know that other people are chatting or whatever.
Oh, I'm not a chat user.
Well, like, do you ever pay attention to the on-screen chat when you're in the thing? Yeah. I don't think anyone does. It's not a diss on you. It's just a mentality that's existed for a while, that's all I'm saying. Okay, and then we get, like, a little green arrow. There you go. That should be what I do, right? Money sign is big. Don't worry about sizing. Just, it's a visual representation of how I have to lay things in. So I'm like, oh, there's a new message there. And beside it, they have their ping. Just has the money symbol next to it. Because the money symbol will just become a number. Is there anything else I need, though?
You, cat.
Well, I go right there. Like, I take up this bottom space thing.
Yeah, I think you got it. Obviously any alerts, but those just kind of go on top of that.
Well, they go up here. Me. Chat. I'll do this. I'll do it this way for you, though. Of A, L, L, E, R, T, and then I do the little this thingy to show that I want it to do the scrolling bit that it does. Where announcements will like wipe from right to left whenever you get them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm referring to, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking that would be how the alert system goes through.
Okay, that's fine.
And it goes from like left to right, and it comes through as if it's a little news update or broadcast. And then the other bit I was talking about was because I can use programming to differentiate. If Spigs sends a message, instead of putting it here in chat, I can have Spigs send a message directly to the alert system. Because he's just supposed to have, like, he's just supposed to be the first mate, right? He tells me about everything that's going on. And so Sphinx is running our new technology, like Sphinx is our quote-unquote AI or whatever, our chatbot. Uh-huh. But yeah, if Sphinx sends a message, then it should be in the alert system because he is alerting us to the fact that he's telling us whatever he's telling us. What do you think?
Like, and it's not too much of a pain to program.
Program the chat system? Um, I don't think programming the chat system itself is a pain in the. I could be mistaken. The Spigs part is definitely not. It's just making sure he doesn't notification, but he gets the other notification overlay, like overlay notifications. The one that might be hard that I want to do, but I was gonna do this with or without a new overlay, is I want to have a second like anytime I want a different overlay, I want the ability to, when I switch to a different live scene overlay, it turns off the other overlays and on the new ones. So that it just automatically knows which overlay to use and not send a notification to all of them at the same time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You didn't pay attention to any of that because you were reading Discord, right?
Yeah.
Well, why'd you ask?
Oh, it sounded like no, it's not that hard.
Uh-huh. That's not actually what I said, though, is it?
No.
No. So what if I was walking through it and then came to the realization that I was like, oh yeah, it'll be hard, but I want to do it to have fun.
Sounds like you're doing it regardless then.
Well, the one part I'm doing regardless, as I was trying to say, is that I'm gonna turn it to a thing where Mix It Up uses the right overlay system, depending on what stream view I'm on.
Okay.
So that when I'm in like if you need to stream using the desktop or whatever, but I have the desktop set up to my overlay stuff, then you can just press a button and switch the whole Mix It Up setup to use different like version or whatever. I don't know if that would work for the chatbots, but it would work for the overlay at the very least. And then I figured if I'm changing that for an overlay system, I might as well make the trial run of that doing a new sci-fi overlay, because I have wanted one for a very long time, and I think given how simplistic the sci-fi overlay is in all of its pieces, I should be fine. Right? Like, if you look at the thing that I have on screen that has all the actual pieces of it, none of these look like they're complicated to draw, do they?
No.
Then yeah, I think I will try it that way. Or I will just try to make it myself. It won't be today. It'll be over time. Do I want to still do bot missions, though? My issue is purely that no one else is playing right now, so I can't bother someone to be like, I need a squad to run with me. Before I do any mission runs, though, I am going to take a small break, use the washroom, and get water. I will be right back. Yeah, I need to pee, and my water is almost empty. help?
Yeah.
I have two things to go through.
Okay.
Second one you'll be happier with.
Oh.
So, yeah. The first one just kind of hit me as like a little rough idea of what's actually happening. The way I'm designing the overlay feels to me like the way I would design Breacher's like TACPad screen.
He has one.
He probably has a TACPad of some kind. You see how decked out he is? You don't think that man has like an iPad that has a sci-fi look to it?
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. The other one to go over. I want to make a deal.
Oh.
I am going to listen point for point to what it is you want to ask me about the furry convention thing. I'll just sit, listen, and give an answer. In exchange, uh, I want you to do similar, but not like answer a question. It's just a thought process that I went through.
Okay.
That I'm like, oh, it's a funny story time, but I want your thoughts on the story.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But that'll be after yours. So what's going on with furry conventions? You've asked me about them a lot lately, and I'm like, what's happening? I don't actually know.
So I'm just saying, you seem to be very, like, about them.
Because they're just not my, like, venue.
Yeah. So it's like, if I were to get you to help her at those, would you be able to help her normally, or no? Because you're gonna think the whole thing's like cringe or whatever.
The furries aren't cringe. Okay, some are.
What do you mean they are?
Not all furries are cringe, man.
Well, I know not all, but like they are. I think they have a higher percent of cringe than the average population.
I think you'd be surprised.
Uh-huh.
I think higher average than cringe than the population is only properly worded because of the fact that the furries are like the norm at this point. Furries are just like the second species of Earth at this
I
rate.
see.
Have you ever seen the meme that's like, pray no plane ever goes down traveling to a furry con?
Oh.
Oh, this is like a really common funny meme of people panicking that if a plane ever goes down that's traveling to a furry con, like the entire internet is screwed. Because there are so many furries that work in IT. You kind of just done for. Yeah. So I'm like, it's not that furries are like super cringe. It's just that there are so many of them that they're bound to have a few bad apples, obviously. But like most of them are just normal. Be like, oh, this is Dave. He his persona's like an axolotl. And he leads our D&D group Sunday to Sundays through Wednesdays. The one time I packed only things that could be called in right away so that I could use my 2 Super Destroyer uses properly, I enter a mission that doesn't have the Super Destroyer have a need to leave. Because of course I did. Yeah. Is there any like follow-up question to the thing?
No,
Or
that
like
was
is it
it.
just can I help good?
Yeah, that was the.
I feel like I should be fine. I feel like you're making it weirder than
Oh, I don't know. Also, I had to ask.
I see. I'm like, yeah, like what prompted this though? Is it not just a furry convention? Like, what happened at your last one that's making you concerned? I'm not gonna. Then I'm gonna be too distracted or something.
I don't know.
I see. Unwarranted furry hate.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
Did you say?
I just said unwarranted furry hate.
Oh.
Oh, you're like going out of your way to point out that they're like weird and cringe, and I'm like, are they?
I don't. I mean, looking at the dealer's chat versus like the regular artist alley chat. Yeah.
I see.
These
I
dealers are.
think that's where your misconception lies.
What?
I think furry artists are so much more unhinged than your average furry.
I see.
There is a reason it remains the number 1 on Rule 34.
I think.
If it has the search term furry, it's gonna be on top. Yeah, but also, I'm not gonna be that concerned with, like, the other dealers at all, right? Okay. Can I tell you about the thingy? So, I did the thing again where I just had a dream about a game that doesn't exist,
Again?
and then woke up and was like, man, I want to play that game now, though. Now I'm mad that I'm awake.
Uh-huh.
And yes, again, which is why I was just like, man, keeps happening. Dreaming needs to stop making up like dream games.
You doing this?
But I think this one legitimately had the most interesting like concept for a story that I've come up with in my sleep so far.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't remember the name of the game or what it was supposed to be or whatever off the top of my head. Dream got real fuzzy for a bit. But what I do remember is that the active plot of the game was based around something to do with the title of like the last player or like the last user, something like that. And it was a game where you do play, but in the story terms, you are not a player, you are an NPC.
Okay.
But it was like a pseudo MMO, sort of like take like a Helldivers battle, but make it like 5 times as large for a map. And it was MMO system, so it was like you join, you connect, you are actively playing with all these other people who are also considered to be NPCs, even if they're like actual players or whatever.
Hmm.
But the story had phrased it as the reason it was PvE was because the opposing team you were fighting were also NPCs, but you were stuck in like this routine loop of keeping the game looking like it had an active player base because that one last player remained. But the NPCs would like break quote unquote behind the scenes and just be like, oh yeah, we know that the war is senseless and that we're like fighting other NPCs here, but we can't stop because the last player hasn't logged off of the game yet, so they can't shut the servers down.
Right.
And it was just like this massive, large-scale war that you were kind of fighting for no good reason. But you couldn't ever stop, because if you stopped, then the game would consider it a bug and forcibly reboot the server, which meant that everyone would die. So you just had to keep fighting the same senseless war to not kill all the other NPCs. Yeah. My dream was you, me, Poe, and Frog playing it for like 12 hours or something like that on stream one day. Um, but then we all kind of got hit with the same issue when we went to log out, which is when the dream tried to turn into like more of a nightmare, but wasn't really. We went to go log off and we realized we couldn't log out of the game. Like, not that there wasn't a button or anything, but that anyone who had played the game had come to realize if they had pressed the button, they would also be killing all of the other players and NPCs that were trapped in the game. Yeah. And then I woke up and I was like, okay, apart from the being trapped thing, it's not a terrible plot idea for a game. It's a good way to make you, like, struggle with a proper, like, identity in a war game. I want your thoughts on this now, though.
It's like an interesting concept, but I don't know how like good it executes.
I know. But, like, I think the story, or, like, the plot of the system was promising.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I also, like, really enjoy having a reason to, like, let the player die on repeat.
Mm-hmm.
Or fail on repeat or whatever. And it makes sense within the world of the game. Like, it's one of my favorite parts about immersion is trying to find a way for the player to lose and die. And I'm like, that gets interesting from like multiple standpoints if you just consider the player as like the standard game NPC. because then you can have the player respawn, and respawning is just like a normal system that, oh yeah, the NPCs need to respawn now. NPC has been dead long enough. We need to keep the fake, like, on-screen war going. Throw another NPC into the mix, and then a player respawns or whatever, and I'm like, oh, that's clear of that. But then I like the idea of playing with the self-identity panic of, like, if you're fighting the senseless war for no one, what are you, like, actually doing it for?
Mm-hmm. I feel like this is like a book, but not a game.
I see. You think I should do, like, a short story version or something?
Yeah.
Sci-fi comic, we can reuse Breacher's design as, like, the NPCs.
I don't think Breacher's very sci-fi, though. It's just very military.
I think that is the sci-fi I like. Yeah, looks at the end of all of Mass Effect. Where, like, the whole thing is you're fighting a Reaper war, but on a galactic scale.
Okay, I'm thinking for this one, it's just the Beatles that's raised upwards.
Should the border, not the border, like
Well,
the
the border is as well.
frills
I'm just saying,
also
like in
be?
the scene, just the Beatles.
I see. Okay. I can see that. I'm like, if I get writer's block, should I just write one-pagers for that style of story or something then?
I mean, you can. I just don't know if they're ever gonna get like made for anything.
I see. I could do it from the style of, like, the chat log or the zone log. You just start with the message, server unable to shut down. A number of players remains active, and its number of players actively remaining is just 1. I saw the signal flare, buddy. I keep checking my phone to nothing.
Mm-hmm.
No appointments available. Yeah, Sag.
Or just keep.
Uh-huh. I feel like my taste in sci-fi comes off fairly well when you consider all the sci-fi games I'm, like, actually into.
Mm-hmm.
closest I've ever been to big and bulky was Titanfall, but like an entire element of Titanfall was you're not always like that. Sometimes you're just a dude. And the other half of the time, you are in a mech. You are meant to be big and bulky. It's a mech suit. So I'm like, there's Titanfall, there's Helldivers, there's Risk of Rain, there's Mass Effect. Like, all of these are focused on, like, a militant exploration style, no? I hear you contemplating the fact that I said Risk of Rain. Is it not?
Yes.
I'm like, isn't my favorite character just Railgunner, who is also a militant operator?
Yeah.
I think I'm just attracted to the military side of sci-fi. I think Halo? I loved ODST and Reach are my two favorite, and in both of those, you're just a dude.
I think I am done with
Fighting.
Lobby Talk.
Wow, it looks very pretty. But yeah, I'm like in both of those. But yeah, that's why I was like in both of those. Or in all those games I listed, it's kind of just a military operation, no? I think Risk of Rain is the only one where it's not.
More of it just said, don't die.
Yeah, it's more of a straight in on a planet trying to get off. But also, my two favorite Risk of Rain character. One of my three favorite Risk of Rain characters doesn't fit the
raise the
military
number
style.
for.
Because I was gonna say one of my favorites doesn't fit the style, but I would easily put them at like a tie for first, if not second, which would be Drifter.
Ah.
You know I love my Bag Boy. Bag Boy is so funny. But like the follow-ups of the other two characters I love are Railgunner and Enforcer.
Uh-huh.
Both of which are just military operated. They're the security team. Abiotic Factor. I went security again because I like the security look. And yes, I would put Abiotic Factor as sci-fi. 100%. You may not have seen some of the technology we use yet to make it super sci-fi, but it's super sci-fi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, you kind of have. We have a thermal mallet right now. I have a heat shield. I wouldn't put this as like the same type of sci-fi, but even in Satisfactory, I'm like, you're just a dude. Now you got me looking through. Now I got myself looking through rather the Steam library of like, what sci-fi games do I really enjoy? I guess the closest you could say to non-military, apart from Drifter, for sci-fi game stuff I enjoy would just be Cyberpunk. But I'm like, Cyberpunk, you're also just a dude. Like, literally just a nobody. That's the whole premise of the game. You know what other sci-fi game you're not a nobody in, though? And you're just a military person? Prey.
Okay, Prey's kind of different, though.
Is it?
This is the whole, like, simulation thing.
Okay, so I guess I'll say the heavy spoilers of Prey 2017 or whatever, but also 2017, man, go play the fucking game. if you're worried about me spoiling this here. So, yes, the entire game is technically a simulation, but it's also not at the same time. So, the way it's revealed to you is that, yes, you are playing through a looking glass recording, but a looking glass recording is an actual recording. So, like, all the stuff on that happened on Talos 1, the space station, actually happened. The reveal is supposed to be that you're not the person who was actually doing those things. They are already done, and the world looks like this.
I see.
Which in that one is overrun with typhons. Yeah. I guess I could count Void Train as sci-fi and not very militant, but different vibe. I'm trying to prove myself wrong of like sci-fi without the militia side. And I was gonna say No Man's Sky, but also I'm a space pirate in that one. I have a fleet.
Mm.
I do the funny control stuff. I have a base of operations. Starfield fighting galactic wars. Control. That's bureaucracy, not really military, but like it has more of a militia vibe with the way you gun down the enemies. You know what's annoying? I found one sci-fi game that doesn't. No, because I do like the militia in it. God damn it! You know what I was about to say? I was like, sci-fi game. I'm not a military person. Saints Row the Third. But also, we spent the entire one stream looking for the military fighter jet.
Uh-huh.
And
Like
I tried to get
car.
the military. And I tried to get the military uniform.
Uh-huh.
I've been typecast.
Typecast yourself, buddy.
I did typecast myself. Hell, one of the earliest but most beloved sci-fi franchises to me is Starship Troopers.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing opens up portraying it as a military advert campaign about documenting the truth of the military and its war. Gotta find one now. There's gotta be a sci-fi game where I don't play as... or I don't like play as or look like I have anything to do with a military operation. Portal and the Entropy Center.
Mm-hmm.
Both of those are test subjects. There's not really a big military vibe going on.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess it is industrial vibe. So it's like similar vibe. Damn it. Just Cause 4, you're fighting a war as a militia member. Actually, all of Just Cause. Would you count Hi-Fi Rush?
Yes, because you're
That was very...
vigilante?
But you're fighting against, like, an active musical corporation, not a military or, like, a militia-looking organization of any kind. Like, it's not really industrial. Because they make everything look like it's part of a sci-fi utopia. But doesn't sound like you're willing to give me that one, so I'll keep looking. Okay, now I'm actually just like genuinely questioning: are there sci-fi games where you don't play as some part of militia
No escape.
or industrial operation? Is there an escape? I guess Doom. But you are okay. You're a super soldier though, and the locations do look industrial. The hell, so no, Doom does count. Play through enough Bioshock to know. I got it. I got the one sci-fi one. There is a single sci-fi game. You play as no organization. The landscape is never industrial. You do not play like you play as a vigilante, but not any that's up against a major organization or like militia or crime ring or whatever. Because you're up against hell itself and demons, and the landscapes are always very castle-like or like basic city street. Devil May Cry. There you go. Devil May Cry definitely has some sci-fi stuff to it. There's one. Can I get another one? Let me see. I saw Bayonetta, which reminded me of Devil May Cry, and I was like, oh yeah, Devil May Cry. Fits all the criteria so far of sci-fi without industrialism. Mirror's Edge is all about fighting through corporations. Arma, you're literally a military member. I didn't play through enough Bioshock to count it, but like maybe Bioshock. But I also don't know that I was a massive fan of it. No, yeah, no, hang on. There is another franchise, and this one's a full-on franchise. Sci-fi game. I don't like the industrialism side. I like the more like wild and chaotic side. And I don't play as any kind of military-looking member in that game. Borderlands. The whole bit is you're in a wasteland. Even when you go to other planets and other games, there was one time where I played as a military person. In Borderlands, 3. Because I played as Mose, the one that I got the autograph to sign the box of. Other than that, I have never played a soldier. My most recent one was like an outlaw siren. Or a goth girl siren, rather. Borderlands 2, I was a goth girl. Borderlands 1, I played as, I don't even know who I played as in Borderlands 1. But I'm like, the only time I ever played a military member and looked like a military person in Borderlands was in 3, and I didn't enjoy it. I'm 2 for 27 or something like that. Whoa. I'm having fun. Let me have fun. Did you know Needy Streamer Overload got popular, by the way?
You mean popular?
Got like massively popular.
Really?
In some part of past, like, I think it got popular around the time that Doki Doki fell off.
Okay.
But like, I remember we played through that and then heard nothing of it.
Yep.
Whatsoever. Nothing went down with it. Nothing changed. We were just like, that existed, never saw anything of it again. But like, I've seen more and more people not only cosplaying the streamer from Needy Overload, they had like a pop-up cafe.
Oh damn.
last year.
Okay. We were just too
Yeah.
early.
We hit like immediately, I guess.
We got a pretty close long.
I think it was because we both wanted a visual novel but didn't know what to do. And then I found that thing and was like, this is pretty funny for a streamer to play through because you're playing as a streamer in a text adventure. But yeah, I saw like it got a pop-up cafe. It has people streaming it more actively now. Yeah, I was thinking about it, like when I saw the needy streamer stuff, I was just genuinely trying to figure out if it was big enough that we should play through it again or not, but I don't think it's that big. Like, it's not like the new mainstream visual novel. The new supervillain one might be, though. I kind of want to play that with you. There is... I'll have to go into the name of it, but Siren got early access to a new visual novel that has one of the best premises I have heard in a very long time. You play as a person who has been kidnapped by the sidekick of a, in air quotes, because we don't know the answer to this, supposedly recently dead supervillain. And you have to like go through the puzzles to break out of all these traps that the sidekick has laid out for you.
Okay.
And like escape the lair. It's a visual novel. What more do you need? What like? You said K as if I'm supposed to give more, and now I'm questioning what I'm supposed to give.
I see.
I see. Think it sounds interesting?
Yeah? Is it released in that?
I'll have to look into it and find out as because I don't even remember the name, obviously, but... It was more of a question of whether or not you actually would enjoy the premise.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think I would.
Okay.
No, I lost all my progress.
Oh, what happened?
So I was prepping the file so that I could like bam copy paste, but it did not like pasting 5 layers. But I've done it before. I'm left with just Damola.
I see.
I gotta go back to the other layers and...
Whoops.
Control Z instead of Ace.
Let me see. But yeah, the reason I was also trying to suggest the new visual novel is because when I thought about it and like saw the actual visuals, which they look really good by the way, and it has voices, but also not voices sometimes. So it's like we could just do the voices if we wanted to. But I was thinking about it, and I'm just like, it's been a while since I guess we did like Persona as it, but it's like that's not a visual novel.
Yeah, it partially.
It can sometimes feel like it, but it's definitely not the same as like an actual visual novel with side puzzles.
No, it's a JRPG.
Yeah. What am I supposed to do here? Go. But yeah, I'm like, it's been a bit since we've done like an actual visual novel style thing. And it feels more like a classic visual novel, so there's a good chance you'd appreciate it on that end. Yeah, so I will look for it, and then I will give you the name. Heck, I could look it up if I wasn't like in the know. Let's see. Yeah, I know I typecast myself, but at this point I think I'm more keen on embracing it. It was a good vibe and aesthetic. Oh, you said we need to watch more stuff.
Yeah.
After Hell's Kitchen, I propose to you something I believe you will find perfect for a long-term watch through.
Uh-huh.
We should watch through, unless you really want to watch me play it, at which point I could just play it. But we should watch Eleanor. But if you want me to play through Eleanor, I'm like, I do own it on multiple platforms.
I could just watch them.
Through it. Well, as I go to Gamer's Little Playground, then you get all the right answers, all like you get the cinematic version of the game. Then stuck watching all the like in betweens and driving and whatever else. You're just left with the interrogations, the story, flashbacks, etc. But I thought of that one because I had recently started watching it and then fell asleep. And I was just like, it is good enough though.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
The menu now has colored, like, D clasps, which is the type of clasp that I use just because shape easy. Dark blue or light blue? For this one.
Dark.
Dark blue.
Why? Wait, yeah, why is that bright? Oh, because the jellyfish is the deep ocean. Right, never mind.
Yeah. And then I'm just gonna go through all of them.
Oh, that's not good. No! You weren't supposed to do that.
Okay. There is... I'm like... Gold... Silver... Light blue... Apple green...
Apple green is good.
Green.
Huh? So you think you'd rather watch the movie version than have me play through Eleanor for a stream or something?
Yeah. Light blue or dark blue?
Dark blue, obviously. Yeah. Unless they are very weird, like offsets of each other, the clasp and the keychain itself should be matching colors, not complementary colors.
And the last one
Unless
is
your
simply
options...
gold.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
No!
Like now I get to do it all over again with the Train Guys ones.
But yeah, you kept saying you wanted to watch Eleanor, and then I fell asleep to it the other day. I'm like, this would make a really good background piece for us to like watch and listen to, because then knowing us, we will both very much do the thing of like, oh, but are you actually paying attention? And neither of us will ever say yes. But it's because Eleanor is a very convoluted setup. Where they're just like, hey, Do you remember what the detail on that piece of paper with 52 names was? No, it's not a name. It's the serial number of the thing that was related to the same person of the same name. You didn't remember the serial number, then you don't know why they're connected. Sorry. Yeah, but because it's a cinematic version, he just gets all the answers right.
First time actually drawing Warden Ingo and not just regular Ingo.
I see.
Yeah.
Would you like some cheese it?
I'm like, should I do 3 of them? And I'm like, yeah, the Pokemon and all of them are all different, so I think I can get away with it. Doing 3. Oh, I'm supposed to flip the arrows and day pass and I forgot that.
I need to go get my mech back before the bots get here. And you got shot and had me panic there. I thought you sent the beacon up into the sky. Please stop sending in reinforcements. You're trying to convince me you're the good guys, and you're not doing a great job of it. Oh, you want to know a wild fact I learned the other day, by the way?
Hmm?
Did you know half um half the reason the Geneva Convention also doesn't support like killing aliens in most games is because in them 90% of the time the game has a dropship and it is against the Geneva Convention to shoot down a paratrooper.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, that caveat has caught a lot of games that like try to help support the Geneva Convention just by being like, we can't support you. You shoot them down as they're coming out. Like the player shoots them down as they're coming out of the ship.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah. I thought about that. I was just like, wild. I would find it really interesting though to see like Call of Duty style game, but like give me one that fully supports and is endorsed by the Geneva Convention. I want to know what kind of like war game they would actively support.
Someone's
Or
done
Red
like
Cross people
a
would
video
actively
about
support
it.
Oh, like criteria for your game being featured as part of the Red Cross. I'm sure someone's done a video about it, but I want to see what like I want to see what someone takes the actual rule set and like how they make a game with it goes. Oh, hey guys. I see you saw the extraction beacon. Oh, oh no. I don't know what's happening in the story right now, but I do know that we have been warned about reaching Cyberstan. Right? The bots have been like, don't come to the homeworld. It's a bad idea for everyone involved. Just leave us alone and we'll leave you alone, whatever. But obviously we don't fully believe them.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, because they stole the plans for the Star of Peace, that's what it's called. We are marching towards Cyberstan to take back Star of Peace, essentially, and make sure they don't have the weapon plans ever again. Our march towards Cyberstan is 2 planets away, basically.
Okay.
We are on the 3rd planet from 2 planets away. We are at 92% liberated. Once that happens, we move on to planet 2 out of 3. And I am worried for what happens when we get there. In my mind, I don't think this is, like, anything that will really end Helldivers. I think it's going to do some pretty nice big plot twist. I'm worried Super Earth may be critically wounded.
Mm-hmm.
Get a chunk taken out of it, at which point, yeah, we are fucked. But the bots getting the plans for the thing and then us marching and then now like them warning people that they want peace or whatever, I do think it's hinting at the most likely 4th faction of having a faction of rogue Helldivers as an enemy. Yeah. And I'm just like, if we get to Cyberstan, what's gonna happen? But as I said, Short Bay is 92% liberated. I will do one more mission, and then I will probably call it. Only because I'm getting tired.
Yeah, I'm just like
doing
a bunch of setup stuff because I'm like, I need these to all be the same. Making changes.
I'm like, I didn't even know I was going to stream today, so.
Yeah, your thing got delayed. I saw.
Anything is any stream is a good stream if I don't even know I'm having one. Yeah. I do think that it's good that I played Helldivers and not tried to finish up Cult of the Lamb, because I'm like, gotta pace that stuff better.
Okay, we'll wrap up my stream here. Thanks for hanging out, chat. Tomorrow is... Are you gonna play Biotic Factor?
Mm. 80% chance, yes.
Okay, we will most likely play Abiotic Factor tomorrow. You can follow for that. We'll also be doing 33 Expedition 33. Saturday. Might be late though. We'll see. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, watching, looking, all that. See you guys next time. Have a good night.